This is Music Volume on TV Cogeco, and we're here with The Last Supper. So, can you explain to us what Band Without Borders is?
Yes, Band Without Borders is a project that our band Last Supper started a few years ago. We're attempting to be the first band to set a Guinness World Record by performing in 100 countries.
Wow.
And it's sort of spun off into a reality TV show we're working on.
Right. And what is the purpose of the TV show? Other than the traveling 100 countries, is there a little backstory to that as well?
Yeah, it's sort of evolving the more we get out and do more. We've done about 30 countries so far. It's more or less a group of musicians on the road traveling, but it's also sort of showing the different cultures. We also take time out to interview other artists and sort of check out the local rock scene in all the different countries. And most importantly, just sort of showing that it's all one country. Music is a universal language, and just that sort of coming across that, whether you're in Africa or Russia or the Middle East, people love rock music, and that's sort of the thread that brings it all together.
Right, so with that, you performed in over 30 countries, so what has your favorite country been so far?
Hi, I'm Pete, and my favorite country, Turkey's always been our favorite. We've done quite a few shows there, and we've toured all around from Istanbul through to Cappadocia. That would be my favorite for sure. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dan. I would have to say mine is Egypt. We've got a percussion player, Dia, who lives in Egypt, who plays with us quite a bit, and over the years we've been there probably 15, 20 times. And when we were there last time, we got to perform at the pyramids, which has sort of been something we've talked about for 10 years. And to actually get to do that and play rock and roll there was pretty cool.
Hi, thank you. I don't know, it wouldn't be fair to say just one, but I had fun at all of them, really. I always like going to Holland. Egypt was awesome too. But Holland was really nice.
Well, I mean, there's so many wonderful places out there, right? But in the end, for me, coming home, I've always loved coming back home. So playing right here.
That's a good answer.
In Canada, it's always still
He
my
wins
favorite.
for best answer. And so, where is the next place that you guys want to go? I mean, you've said all these different countries, but is there anywhere specific that you haven't been that you want to go next?
For me, it'd probably be Japan. I'm fascinated by the Oriental culture as a whole, right? So Japan, Korea, China. I've actually already seen China and Korea, so Japan is kind of the bucket
new
list.
one.
So,
Yeah, no, I agree. I would love to go to Asia or Japan or something. For sure.
I agree as well. But also, actually, I'm looking forward to going back to Africa. We were over there a few years ago, and I was just recently over in South Africa setting up our next tour, and we're going to get to go out to 4 or 5 new countries there, so I'm excited about that.
Venezuela, actually. I'm going to hang out with Chavez.
I wasn't going to guess that one. Wouldn't have guessed it. So how long have you guys actually been a band?
We've been a band. We got together at school at University of Western Ontario in London, and so that's 17 years ago, a long time ago. Yeah.
And so what has kept you driven all this time in the 17 years that you've been together?
I guess the answer is music. We love writing songs, we love touring, we love just getting out on the road and experiencing. We're so fortunate to play in so many countries, and we just, there's just something that calls us to it. There's a carrot that's either dangling in front of us, and you just keep going, or we just need this, or we just need $5,000, or whatever. We just, just the road really calls the most. Yeah.
And so I hear you're working on a new album, and what should your fans expect, and when will it be ready?
Hopefully it'll be ready by the spring of this year. We've been working on it for a couple of years now. In terms of what they'd expect, I would say, actually we were just talking about it earlier, it's a little more back to the roots in terms of us. It's a little more bite, it's a little more driving, a little more straight up rock and roll, and hopefully people will like it. I think it's got a good edge, and we're excited to get in the studio and finish it up.
So what are your future plans for 2014?
2014, we're hoping to have a really big year actually. Last year was a bit of a quiet year for us. We worked more on sort of the TV side of stuff, editing, sort of trying to get a deal, that kind of stuff. This, we're looking at doing a tour coming up actually in the States, with a couple of dates in Canada in February and March. And then we're planning to go back to Africa in the summer, probably doing hopefully about 10 or 12 concerts just this year, releasing a record and possibly doing a tour of Asia before the New Year. So we're hoping to have a big year.
Wow, so lots to look forward to for the Last Supper. So thank you guys so much, and thank you for all of your hard work and also playing this, long segment. You're playing 6 songs instead of 3. So thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.